this is Dr. Michael Craig with TheLogicalSoul.com, and I want to discuss the role of intuition in our lives and how it helps us get what we want or keeps us from getting what we want. Intuition is one of those unnamed things that it's really hard to put a finger on, and that's what makes it intuition. That's what makes it intuitive. It's one of those things that is not a thing. It's a state of being that is not restricted to a locale or a particular person. And so when we're speaking of intuition, we're speaking of something relatively universal. In fact, I would say not relatively, but pretty much universal. That it encompasses so many things that our nervous system, for example, can process 50 billion inputs per second. And all of these inputs, all of these nerve firings, we're not conscious of. However, on a certain level, and this is where the Hawaiians talked about the unahipuli, or the ku, it says this being can process and can remember all of those things. So in essence, our body and memory, which is also incorporated within it, can remember everything we've ever said, everything we've ever done, been, seen, all relationships we've ever had, everything we've ever thought of, and all of these are stored in the cells or in the memory somewhere, which are beyond our conscious recognition, our conscious access. And that's okay, because we don't need to walk around all day long remembering everything we've ever said, because we would have no time to think anything new. So there's a restriction to our memory, there's a restriction to our consciousness by design, because we can't have constant input and feedback all the time, otherwise we'd be just basket cases and wouldn't be able to do anything. So in essence, intuition is that part of our memory or that part of our body knowledge that just sort of breaks through on occasion and hits our conscious mind, where we get what I call a hit of intuition. Now, a hit of intuition is when something just sort of sneaks past that barrier and comes into our conscious mind. How can we begin to use that to further what we want to do in life? A lot of times we feel that we have these hits or we have these feelings inside that are spiritual, when in fact what they are is mind viruses set in place by ancient memories and that are not even ours. So without going into detail of that particular item or that particular process, just suffice it to say that all intuition is not intuition. It could be ancient memories that are encroaching on our ability to function. That being said, one of the ways I define intuition is that it is inclusive. For intuition to be true intuition, it has to include all things. In other words, it's not a criticism. It doesn't exclude our ability to make a living. It doesn't exclude our ability to be with our family, be with our loved ones, be with the people that we love and care about. It does not exclude our ability to have a healthy body, to be healthy, and to have healthy relationships and healthy outlook on life. And it doesn't exclude the world and our ability to relate to the world and to our past and to the future and to have hopes, dreams, and wishes for everyone. So for intuition to be what I call true intuition, it must be inclusive. In other words, it includes and does not exclude. If you find that you're having thoughts, feelings, hits that are excluding others, for example, I'm feeling this intuitive hit that this person is a witch or whatever. That's not true intuition. That is an ancient memory that's coming through into the consciousness from the nervous memories that are arising due to some impulse from the past. Use muscle testing to be able to find out exactly where your hits are coming from. And that way you can navigate and set the benchmarks and go toward your goals and go toward what you think is truly important in your life. I found that intuition, if it's inclusive, it includes all things positive, can bring to you magnificent benefits that you had no way of seeing before. Because you're open. It's like a child. You're open to new things. And you're saying, I can have this. Based on my intuition, this is a reality. And it's not exclusive. In other words, you're not putting someone else aside, or you're blaming someone else or other people or other situations. Then the intuition can be a powerful tool for growth for you.